What's up, all you cool snakes and neonates? How's it going, guys? Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a downer one for you. I take you on the good, the bad, and the ugly of keeping reptiles and exotic animals as pets. And we've got a bit of a bad one today. As you guys have seen from the thumbnail, we lost our little man, Yoshie. That's right, our little gecko has passed away. It was bonfire night, we had a few friends around, we were getting some of the animals out. I went to get Yoshie out and there he was, just lying there, motionless. A poor little man. He was a fantastic animal. For being such a small animal, he made a huge impact. When I did the educational stuff, where I doing like the kids' parties and things like that, he was always the first animal I would bring out because he was a great icebreaker. He wasn't scary. I would put the kids at ease. Here's this little cute gecko, and out he would come, and they would all be like, "Oh, look at this," and I would always make this joke. I would talk about how geckos drop their tails. And I would always make this joke, but Yoshie's still on his original tail because in his mind, he thinks he's a T-Rex. He thinks he's the size of a T-Rex. And that sort of summed Yoshie up. He thought he was far bigger than what he was. He was fantastic. He was not scared of anything. He took everything really well. And he inspired more people than you'll ever understand. He didn't know how important he was to what we did and towards our mission and things like that. We sort of knew this day was coming. He was starting to slow down a little bit. He was losing weight. He was still eating, but he wasn't shedding very well. He was just getting old. He was far older when I took him on than the people said that he was. They probably didn't know it themselves, but he was definitely an old boy, and in the end, old age took him, and he must have just went into sleep because he was fine one day, but then the next day I checked on him and he was just laying there peacefully. He had passed away, unfortunately. So that is little Yoshie. Rest in peace, little buddy. He will definitely be missed. So that this episode is not all doom and gloom, we're going to go and throw Marley here in the shower. He needs to shed out. He's going to shed soon. I don't spray him down because temporarily inside his vev he's got a heat mat instead of a bulb, and I don't like spraying onto heat mats. So I'm going to pop him in the shower. So we're going to pop him in the shower and just have a look at a giant snake that doesn't like water in the shower. And we'll have a look at Roland as well. We'll go and check out Roland because he's just shed out, so I need to clean him up and take a look at him and his new skin and see how he's doing with his scarring on his head and stuff like that. So let's go play with some big boas to cheer ourselves up. Big boy in the showers. And Marley here is one of the few snakes we have that doesn't actually like water. That's why he only has a small water bowl, because giving him something to bathe in would be pointless. He actually does not like the water. I put him in there and he panicked and tried to get out and get past me and stuff. So there he is, getting a shower. This is just to help him shed. Hopefully we'll get a good shed out of him. He's also got a new house. He's in Alita's old house. So let's take a look at him exploring when he was put into that house. Let's see how he enjoyed that house, because he gave it a good look around. He's a good boy. Next up we have Roland, a big male dummerils boa. Just checking the scarring on his head. Make sure no old wounds have opened up with that shed. All looks good. He's not retained a single thing. He has had a pee and he's sat in it, so we are going to have to stick him in the shower next now too, which is why we left him till last. Look at that handsome man with his new skins. Aren't you a bony boy? You are a bony boy. So let's go and put Roland now in the shower and let him have a wee bath and get that pee off him, and I'm going to clean out his enclosure. So he had a good shed. It's in like 2 bits. One of the bits is torn up, but he's not got a great viv in there to be shedding off with. He's really heavy on one arm. He's had a really good shed. Nothing stuck to him at all. It was really successful. No open wounds on him or anything like that by the looks of things. All looks good. So that's fantastic news. So he's pooping fine, he's shedding fine, and he's eating fine. We just wait on this test coming back. That comes back negative or positive, we'll get him medicated and we'll get him downstairs into a nice big viv for him to just chill out in and be able to stretch out properly. So guys, I don't expect you to have enjoyed that. I'm assuming this is going to be an extremely hard edit for me, and there's been a few moments that I've been fighting back tears and things like that, especially Yoshie died and then the next morning I had a kids party to do and it was so fresh. I even, instead of taking Yoshie, I took Tigger the false water cobra, and Tigger went into Yoshie's box, and when I got to the party I opened up the box and I was really disappointed that it wasn't Yoshie in the box. So this is going to be a hard edit, guys. It's going to be a tough one. So, but as always, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you guys want to donate, because I know you guys often say that you like to help out and things, help towards vets bills, we're going to have to look for a new small lizard now to take Yoshie's slot in the kids' educational stuff. So if any of you guys are looking to rehome a small lizard, gecko, a beardy, an aki, you know, something that sort of size. I'm being strangled right now. You guys wouldn't mind donating something like that to help us along with our mission of inspiring young minds. Of course, it's going to have to be good with being handled and good with people, because it's going to be used for educational talks and shows and things like that. It's going to be used for a greater good, but it's also going to have a loving forever home, just like Yoshie did here until his final days. We were going to retire Yoshie at the end of this year. Unfortunately, he didn't make it to retirement, but he was spoiled and loved all the same, guys. So until next time, take it easy. Peace.